What's up, guys? Mike, aka Phony. This is Indie for Breakfast. Today I have a game called Back to the Future. The game, I've been really meaning to check this thing out for a long time, but now that I own every single episode that's been released, I have no excuse but to go through and play through all of them, because I grew up on Back to the Future, as many of you guys probably have as well. It is definitely an amazing classic, in my opinion. It's right up there with Blazing Saddles, and of course, Yellowbeard. That's a particular movie that probably none of you guys have actually heard of, and it's amazing. Look it up; it is so damn good. Very hard to find. Now, this game comes to us from Telltale Games. These are the guys who made, of course, The Walking Dead, which has received amazing reviews. Everybody loves it, and it's episodical. So if you purchase it through Steam, it's going to cost you $24.99 for the entire set. And I want you guys to know ahead of time, because I don't know if this bothers you or not. It kind of bothers me some. But every episode actually takes up its own slot. So you're not buying, like when you buy Ghostbusters the game, for example, right? You're buying an entire set of game, right, in one slot. Okay, maybe not the best example, but you guys know what I'm saying. It only takes up one slot. Whereas this one, every episode actually takes up its own. So I have 5 entries now for Back to the Future. If it was anything but this game or this franchise, that would really, really get on my nerves. But I'm going to let it slide because it's this. But don't worry, I have incentive for you to pick it up. You see, this thing's part of the Indie Royale bundle. It's going on right this second. And with it, you're going to get Cargo Commander, which I've already covered on my channel, PID, Dungeon Hearts, and whatever else they end up releasing throughout the week. So basically, you're able to pick up a $24.99 game, a couple of other great games, for as low as like $6 if you want. There's no excuse not to just own it, so that when you're old and frail and sitting in a retirement home, where all old people do in the future, is going to be basically playing old games. That's what we're going to do, guys. So there's really no excuse to not go and pick this up. Now, the story takes place several months after where part 3 leaves off in the movie. And I'm going to spoil that for you right now. If you don't want to hear the end of Back to the Future 3, go ahead and shut things off now. Okay? The part where he shows up in the flying locomotive from the future, or from the past. Well, I guess kind of hard to describe whether that's future or from the past. But he shows up and he takes off, right? He's like, oh, where are you going to go now? He's like, I don't know. We'll find out. He's got kids and all that stuff. Okay. So 6 months later, and I guess we have an issue with the bank going to try to offload or sell a lot of Doc's belongings there in present day Hill Valley. So very interested in going and check this out. You guys know it was voiced by Christopher Lloyd, and I think it's AJ Liasco, I'm gonna mess up the name, but it's so quiet. It's so damn quiet. But the character that voices Marty McFly is like spot on. It's so creepy how close it is. And he also does a pretty mean Jack Sparrow, if I'm being honest. Now, let's go and get started. I wanted to go and knock out everything. Before we begin, would you like to see notifications when Marty has a new goal? Sure, we'll go and do that. I know there's a lot of story and elements coming up, and anytime you do point-and-click adventures, it's hard to kind of narrate, to do commentary, because there's so much talking going on. So knock all that out at the beginning.
All right, I'm ready.
And here we go.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m., and this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car.
Probably one of the best scenes in all 3 movies is this one right here. Obviously an iconic scene.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Oh, hey, we didn't bleep that out. Excellent. Way to go, Telltale. Of course, my recorded from the made-for-TV version on VHS was bleeped.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds.
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Okay, it's a little bit of pause here. It's extremely difficult to not hold this game to the movie standards, because this scene was intense, right? Like, Doc was freaking out, he was excited, and Marty was like, what the hell's going on? My dog is gone. So there's a lot to grasp. You're not really getting all of that, of course, through these very cartoony looking characters, which is, I'm glad they went this route, because going any other route would have been potentially very weird. So let's see, you built a time machine out of DeLorean, you put your dog in a time machine. What are you talking about? Let's go with this one, the one from that. No, let's divert from the actual script.
Wait a minute, Doc. What are you talking about? A time machine?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Oh. Well.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
This is not at all how the movie went. Let's see. So I can move around using WASD. I have the mouse here that can move around. Surely you guys can see that. I can move towards the camera. There it is. Look at that. It's Marty. Awesome. Click and hold your left mouse button, then drag Marty. Okay, I can do that too. Look at that. Hey, that's a nice way. I don't have to actually use my keyboard at all. Awesome.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic.
Oh, we're setting up the plot here.
Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of
This
Z
isn't the way it
times C
happens?
squared, and the flux.
Doc, something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
This is
Doc,
interesting.
what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Oh, dicks!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom. It was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Nice picture. Nice recreation.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap! I'm late.
Cue some Huey Lewis. True story, that theme song we had acoustic version by Adrian Holovati who's on YouTube, playing at our wedding. It was very, very cool. Actually, we had a lot of his songs playing at our wedding. They're basically acoustic takes on very popular soundtrack themes and other songs, popular songs. Really, really good if you guys are into that kind of thing. Anyways, back to the game. So far, nice twist there on the dreaming thing, dicks. The clocks. I think this movie is what has driven me to this obsession with clocks. Anytime I go to Target, there's always this aisle that has tons of clocks in it, and I want to buy every single one and hang them up. It's the stupidest thing. I don't understand why. I would be much happier if I had an entire wall full of clocks. Here it is, estate sale.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
His mouth isn't quite moving.
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
That's right, it took Einstein too. Alright, let's see. Select items around the lab to make sure Doc didn't leave anything dangerous lying around. I think it's funny, he's like, you wouldn't believe how much rare stuff back there. Yeah, I bet. Doc was always the one saying that you shouldn't be using it for personal gain, and yet, obviously, he picked up a couple things for himself.
Let's make some noise.
We're not gonna do this again, are we? Where's the guitar? Let's see, guitar's around somewhere. So I don't want to talk to George. I guess I probably should, but not yet. Let's go in the other room. Biff. Oh, there we
Hey,
go.
Biff.
Oh, hi, Marty.
What are you doing here? Doc's not dead. See anything dangerous or valuable?
I'm looking for something, in particular.
Yeah? Something valuable?
What are you doing here?
Well, I was as bummed as anybody to hear that the old nutcase had kicked it.
He's not.
But I'm not above picking through the remains. You know what they say. Don't look a gift horse in the butt.
Doc's not dead, you know. He's still around.
Oh, really? Do you see him around here?
Funny, I don't remember Doc or Biff being
Never mind.
quite so having quite the attitude. He was pretty much a bitch
Feels like that was a lifetime ago.
by the end.
Actually, I guess it was.
Just wants to
Doc built this model of
do some
downtown Hill
nostalgia.
Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Oh,
That looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
yeah. Just take it from him, Marty.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
No, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Oh Jesus! Really? Is that how it's gonna go? Just punch him in the back of the head, dude. No way. I already know that's a waste of time. Yeah, I think I already know a way to get. Ah, there it is. Oh, okay, let's try that again. There we go. Let's go ahead and take the guitar, plug it into the
Hey,
amplifier.
Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
No, the only original voice that I've heard so far, it has been Doc, Christopher Lloyd, and that's it. All right, let's see. I picked Marty. Left click on the blinking inventory button to open your inventory. Nothing's blinking, so we'll just go and click on that. Here we go. All kinds of stuff. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, we only have 2 things, so we're gonna take this. We'll go ahead and plug it into here. Maybe we can use this as a distraction, because it's definitely loud. It's definitely a distraction.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead.
There we go.
Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
That's it? That's all we get? Wait, he could play. It was when he broke his hand that he couldn't play. Yeah, he could play. He was just out of control with it. All right, so that my idea did not work there. I thought I could just play guitar and then
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
corny.
Thanks for warming them up for me,
Oh, here we go.
Butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming him up for you, Marty. Let's see what you got.
Hold on now. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. Okay, I have to distract the dad.
Man, you kids have
Ruin
ruined
rock and roll. Yep. Oops. Okay. Let's distract the dad with something. Come on. Come back around now. George. Oh, I guess he wants to rock around for that.
Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
That's.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
There we go. Don't worry about the dream thing. Okay, escape does not exit that. We'll click on
I'll
exit.
keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
Thank you. Here we go. Now,
Now watch me blow
get
the
the
lid
notebook.
off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
well, there you go. Simple enough. Bulletproof vest. Ha!
Where are you?
Interesting. Since, we did smash it up into tiny little pieces. Sure. If it's Aini, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna be like, what's going on? Air cold, right? It's Aini. Okay,
Einstein.
strange.
Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Check time circuits. Where he came from. tape deck. Let's do time circuit first.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
You can also see where he came from, Marty. It's only been 6
I can
months.
Use those to enter a date
Damn
into
it.
the time circuits.
It's been like 30 years for me, and I know how to work this thing better than you.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Did I add that to my inventory? Straight up.
Marty?
Okay.
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these 4-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Thank you.
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed.
Oh, it's right. It's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Oh, great.
Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
See. Fuck with some more?
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Is there something on the shoe, maybe? Curious? Let's see.
I can use those to enter a date into the time
okay.
circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Yeah, everything's about when. Yes. Okay. Tape recorder. Let's take a look at the shoe. Let's examine the
This
item.
time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna Google the shoe. All right, it's 1986. Surely Google's around. We will Google it. We will more than likely find it. Let's see. How do we show it to people? Maybe. Obviously, the tape's not gonna do anything. The book's not gonna do much of anything at all. I think.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for
okay.
the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
All right. Let's. So what is this thing? Oh, follow trail of Doc. Got it. Okay. I know that part. Okay. I'm sure we're not gonna find anything on the outside of the DeLorean. No, don't go inside. Go around. Is there anything on Einie? I don't think so.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Oh, that doesn't help. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to George. Maybe he has an idea of when he saw that shoe. No, I can't go back in, can I? It's all about the DeLorean. DeLorean. Okay, let's take a look at the item again. Oh, what is this? Oh, I can actually use this on.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
Okay.
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Okay, so I got it. It's been a while since I played a good point-and-click adventure, pulling out inventory items and waving it around.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
I'm guessing we're gonna find out. Strickland? No.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat! State your business, child! You're making me miss Merv!
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here
Show
brought
her the
me,
shoe.
And
Well,
I've got something for you. There we go.
can you let me in? I've got something to show
That doesn't
you.
work.
what is it? Let me see.
Really? Can you let me in? Yeah, maybe in 1986 that works.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh?
Hmm. Clever.
Leave that creature outside.
Sorry, Einstein.
It's funny, the fidelity of the graphics tells me that this thing would port easily over to iOS. At the same time, Walking Dead wasn't necessarily a marvel in
Took you
graphics.
long enough
There's a lot of stairs.
to return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
When did you lose the
All
shoe?
I've got is tea and candy.
But
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Okay.
Have a seat, Sonny.
I need to distract her, obviously. Doesn't look like she turned on the heat on the stove.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
This is definitely Strickland's mom. That's for sure. Okay, so I can't go through there because obviously she's going to have a fit because it's from Hooligan. Cat Bowls. Who's surprised? Raise your hand. Let's see if we can make our way back to the kitchen here.
Miss Strickland, about your tea.
You've got to turn it
Forgot to
on.
turn on the.
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
That tea's never gonna boil.
Mm-hmm. That's how we go in
That
there.
tea's never gonna boil.
Right. Can we go in there for a moment? Do we distract her with some shenanigans or something outside? Strapping young fella. I'm sure I can find some way to. Oh.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Gerald. What a name. All right.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Jam. Yeah, that was my face too. All right, let's see if we
Miss
talk to her.
Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
Wow, at least we're keeping the song references roughly within the same period, or the pop culture references, specifically song, yes. When did you lose your shoe? Thank you. Let's go and get that answered.
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog.
When was
Oh
it?
my god,
Oh,
it was
yes.
Einie? Really?
The day that speakeasy burned down.
a
Oh.
speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
At least Grandma Strickland's keeping it real, seriously. Let's see, nice binoculars. See if we can distract her, maybe?
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Tim Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Tiff. And now the
What's
newspapers.
with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Wow.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Then we can ask her where it was.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Oh, she's so not helping me.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch,
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Oh,
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So
videotape.
the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Ah, so now we find out when it was
Don't let
founded.
me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Man, oh, Strickland's great. I'm gonna get some candy before I leave.
The candy looks older than I am.
Maybe not. Wait, what was that book?
The candy looks older than I am.
George Orwell, 1984. Classy. Radiator.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
Really, Marty? You're just gonna adjust this woman's...
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Marty, you're a genius. Yeah, shading grin. Oh, she's gonna realize that it's not on. Quickly, papers, papers, papers. Go, 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 go through them. Find something.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
You gonna show us a picture? No. Let's not stop there.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. All right,
Local
Einstein
shopkeeper
brought
robbed
me
by
the shoe,
zombies?
And Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
We can't just go through every paper. She's not gonna be distracted for that long.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Okay, so how would I narrow it down to a year? Is there anything else I can click on in here? Pictures, 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 pictures. Maybe check the pictures again now. This-
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Okay. So, I need to leave and then come back, basically. Leave to go and see when that thing was founded, and then we come back here. It's gotta be the answer. There's no way that I'm gonna get anything else out of this woman. Cat trophies.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Lady, you're never gonna go
Would you
anywhere.
mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
I
And
wonder
I'd
why.
hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
What a bitch. Oh, she's actually not gonna let me leave.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Son of a bitch, let's see if we go in here again.
That tea's never gonna boil.
Yeah, okay, so I can't go in there. Alright, so she's locked me in.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Alright. Let's go in. God, we could adjust this again when she goes in there, we could take off. She's been there long enough for me to run out of the store and come back, right? Is that what
There's
you're going
the
for?
whistle!
Right click and push her back in there. There's the whistle. Get in there, lady. I'm out. Stop messing around, Marty. Let's go. To the exit.
I guess I'm stuck here for
No!
a while.
What? Damn it. Can't return to video. That seemed like that would be the thing that would make the most sense. I don't have anything in here. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if she has anything in her surround. No, she doesn't. There's nothing here I can actually use. Candy. Cats. I can't use those photos or anything.
That's what you get with these cheap, foreign-made kettles. Trying to find an American one nowadays.
Alright. Son of a bitch. Let's see, I'm not getting anything on the shoot. Made in?
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down.
But when was that?
When was that?
I mean, if I could at least see when it was made, but nobody ever stamps the date on the bottom of those things, so that's not gonna happen. Alright, so there's gotta be... do I talk to her again? Come on. I don't want to run in circles with this lady. Seems ridiculous.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
Oh, duh, the binoculars.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Yeah, to do your thing, lady. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do this. Doot, doot. And then she's gonna be like, oh, there it is. Right click, right click. I don't have much time. If I could, it seems ridiculous that this would actually work, honestly.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Am I gonna zoom? Of course, that makes no sense. Okay, sure. Oh. Mm-hmm. 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932.
All right.
The fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Roll eyes. All right. Okay. So I need a date now? Really? Come on, Marty. We're gonna find a date. He said he wanted a year. And that's all he asked for. So let's get her out. We'll go beat up the papers again. This woman is just like just losing her stuff. She's got to run in there every time.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain.
Nice.
Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Wow. Oh, shit. Oh, you're
My newspapers!
screwed.
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done?
At least you have something to do, lady.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
The hell? Are these proper clothes from that era? Is that what's going on?
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Yeah.
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
All right, cool.
You ready to go, Einstein?
This is a very lengthy take on this game. I can imagine this is probably going to take a long time.
Gotta turn on the time circuits
time
first.
circuits first. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Time circuits on.
At least I didn't have to
Flux
listen to the
capacitor.
recording to know
Fluxy.
how to work the time circuits.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
I wonder if the previous date's gonna screw me up. I seriously thought it would. He knows what date he needs to go to. So, to come back, that is. Here it is, Hill Valley. Leaving. Poof. Oh, it's nice. Some gangsta stuff. Oh, nice. Right in the middle of a shootout, huh? And he doesn't give any shits. You see him? He's just smiling, looking forward, not at all interested. The car of the future. And then, of course, he hikes it back. Interesting. So far, it's a point-and-click adventure. I don't cover a lot of these because it takes a long time to go through these things. As you guys can see, we've only completed like Act 1 of probably, typically it's 3 acts, right? So I'm gonna assume we're gonna do that as well.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
But for the price that you can pick up this game, you're definitely looking at several hours of entertainment as well as obviously, a little bit of nostalgia, right? I mean, while some of the acting and some of the voices aren't necessarily spot on, really interested in the story development and the plot line they're putting into this, because this is essentially the sequel to Back to the Future 3, really, if you think about it. So, I'm looking forward to going through and probably playing this a little bit more. I don't know, maybe when I retire or something. Probably sooner than that, because I am very interested in now. I want to see what's going on with Doc Brown as Carl Sagan being killed. Never understood why they didn't just go back, give himself plenty of time. Go back like a week in advance or something. Plan on staying there for longer. Scope out the scene. You have nothing but time when you're using the DeLorean or the time machine.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Oh, say the clock tower?
Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Michael Corleone?
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Oh my god. Oh!
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better. Oh!
I was gonna say,
No, down, boy.
she
Is
was
this
probably
wretched
banging when
creature
she was
yours?
younger.
He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Oh, okay. Well,
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
now she's not far off, but awesome, cool, nice. I for some reason I knew, but like because she said it, but it didn't click until she actually said it here in this time. So I'm definitely invested in this, and I want to kind of continue going and checking out to see how this story develops. But for the rest of you, I highly suggest you go and pick up the game because you could get it for dirt cheap right now through IndieRoyale.com. Don't waste any time. You can get, seriously, like for like $6, you're gonna get a handful of games, right? Just go and get it. What was it? Cargo Commander, PID, and this, and several others that have actually are being released. There's like 3 or 4 slots gonna be released by the time this video comes out. So definitely check it out. Mike B, aka Phony, Indie for Breakfast. This is Back to the Future, the game. I'll see you guys later.